You know what? And it helps if I unmute. But that's why we have test runs, right? Yeah, thanks, Hugo. It's important to have some kind of visual indicator for people to know what I'm saying. Welcome on in. As I was saying, well, nobody could hear me. Thanks, Pawn. Yeah, I'm Icefang. Welcome to the cafe. I'm still getting a few things figured out here, but wanted to get some streaming going, get some editing done today. I figured I might as well use the stream time to let y'all peek in on my process, hang out with y'all while I'm working on stuff. Like I said in my last stream, I kind of want to use these for working and process type of streams, kind of like how artists do. And yeah, upon the PNG tuber is by Chopper. Chopper is the artist for Unveiling. Let's see if I got these commands set up correctly. Nope, wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, Chopper is our artist on Unveiling. It's the visual novel that I edit for, help with localization, do some voice acting for. Yeah. Ugh. And of course I don't have a command set up for Unveiling, but I should. But yeah, Chopper does fantastic artwork, and I'm so excited to get to show off what he does for all of you. Oh, I need to remind Chopper that I got started. Let's see here. Chopper, I'm starting. Starting now. Okay. Yeah. Chopper and Blowsy are both in Mexico. A couple of years ago, I got to go visit them in Guadalajara when I was attending Confuror and putting my Spanish to good use. But yeah, it was a pleasure to get to hang out with them and to attend a furry convention with them. Meeting them in person was cool. Un poquito. That's another thing I want to do with some of these streams is playing games in Spanish so I can practice. I'm rusty. I used to use the Angry Bird to learn Spanish, but we don't do that anymore because AI sucks. So necesito practicar mi español con mis amigos y videojuegos. If we play video games in Spanish, might be a good way to practice with immersion. So yeah. But let's go ahead and get some editing started. This was my VOD from the other stream. What I used to do for these was just basically record as I was playing and then try to do a screen cap and then match it back up to the visuals. And before I had any kind of video editing, I used to try to just screen cap the playthrough all at once, and that was terrible. Because if I made a single mistake, I didn't have a way to edit it out, so I would just have to start over. And those first videos that I did on YouTube were anywhere from 40 minutes to like an hour and a half. So that was the better part of an afternoon if I messed up. But yeah, like I said, been wanting to get into streaming. Glad to be here with y'all to get to watch me work on this. Since getting started with streaming stuff, I've gotten to know a lot of awesome streamer friends. Marshmallow Bears is one of the first streamers who invited me on. Was reading visual novels with me. Dirk the Panda. We all were reading stuff together. What is the shortcut? That's it. And yeah, if it weren't for the two of them inviting me on, I don't think I would have gotten around to trying it out myself. Because it's so much fun, but it's also a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be to get things up and running for myself. So yeah. Hopefully y'all can't hear me when I play these parts. Okay, good. At least it doesn't look like it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Hugo, what are you working on? You said you're working alongside. You did some great graphics for us for our panel at MFF this year and last. I'm so sorry I didn't give you a shout out. I promise I meant to. The ADHD. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to get to do that this year. We're still working on the video for it. We had Crimson film it as usual, but it's going to be kind of challenging because with it being an 18 plus panel, we're going to have to edit down all the spicy bits. Yeah, Hugo, for sure. I meant to get started a lot earlier today, and I just fell down the rabbit hole of working on stuff. I have post-it notes of all the things I want to work on and get going for my stream, but I also need to remind myself not to work on things that I don't have written down. Scope creep. That's a thing. It's a thing I need to remember from my coding days. Oh, okay. Doing work. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure if for YouTube I was gonna stick with these visuals or re-record, because I know I'm gonna have to edit out my flubs. I wonder what that's gonna look like. I guess we'll see. It's probably fine. Ari, welcome on in. Hola, minasan. Konnichiwa todos. I do find it's very easy to flip back and forth between Spanish and Japanese because the all the vowels are the same. So it's probably easier for Spanish speakers to learn Japanese and vice versa. Sugoi chula. That's terrible, Ari. That's so cursed. Yeah, I was thinking, cause I do like having. I like when the videos feel like audiobooks, because people have told me that they will put my reads on to go to sleep or while they're commuting. I don't know, maybe that's a good question for everybody. If I should put up the raw unedited version and if I should have a clean version. Maybe I will. ¿Por qué no las dos? See here. Drop that in. Put a marker there. Nope, not on you. Put a marker here. Oh, please. I know how to use Resolve, I promise. Ah, that's a very good point, Meow. Yeah, the raw would save me time and effort. Gosh, I know. That is the problem, isn't it? The ADHD demands perfection. But perfection is the enemy of progress. Make it first, make it good later. I mean, if that's the decision, then, I mean... Oh, thank you, Memorias. Oh, wow, I appreciate that. Creo que mi acento es... como un gringo. Probablemente. Yeah, I don't know. I think I sound just okay. When you're listening to the voices in Duolingo, in your head, when you're listening to the voices in Duolingo, you're just like, well, I'm sure this isn't where I should be learning my accent from, but I have started watching videos like on Dreaming Spanish, just to get used to, hearing normal Spanish speakers. But, for better or for worse, you end up hearing a pretty mixed bag of accents and such, which, I may end up with a funny accent for that reason, but predominantly I'd like to have closer to a Mexican, Latin American Spanish accent, rather than from España. I don't know. Maybe there's not actually a lisp. Barcelona. Thank you, Yao. Yes. Hugo, minimal editing. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was also thinking... Oh, Chopper. Hi. Okay. Hi, Chopper. Cuts out the content. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, it's also easy enough to see it. Maybe I'll bug you, Hugo, about where I can easily put markers and such. Okay. Yeah. I think what I'd still like to do is probably put my usual intro and outro on these. That's just a little bit of additional recording where I have my scripted entries and chat people in. Okay. Chopper, I'm going to add your Twitch info to the auto message that I have for you. But everybody, this is Chopper. Memorias. 950. Yeah, this is Chopper, everybody. He's here. The man who made me so daddy. Yeah, Chopper, I've been trying to tell you how awesome your artwork is. I know how hard it is sometimes to believe all the compliments. Okay. Well, editing segment is nice and short. Then I'll just go ahead and save this. Well, no. You know what? Let's still work on that. Yeah. Where did I drop in? Right around here. That. Yeah, Chopper, are you open for commissions? 'Cause I know a lot of people would like more of your artwork. And some of them are here. Just checking with everybody. The music's not too loud, is it? Like you can hear it, but it's not overwhelming or drowning anything out? Yeah, no, Chopper, that's good. I've been glad you've been getting commissions. That's I know it's a lot of work, but when you're freelance, like that's how you got to do it. Here's the save. Chopper. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm excited. When you were showing me those sketches on the side, oh my god. Like, you have to let me know when you post those, because they're so hot. Ice Fang takes a big breath. Let's point that back right around here. All right. Okay, well, editing over, I guess. Hey, Twin, welcome on in. Appreciate y'all joining up. Yeah, Chopper, we need to get Blowsy to give us access to the Patreon. Because I think it's silly that the only way we can see it is if we subscribe. Like, there's got to be like a moderator view or something. I should know this. I have a Patreon. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Yeah. Ugh. I'm so excited. That's another thing I need to do is get back to reading Unveiling. God, I just need to read everything. So many VNs, not enough time. There's a couple of new ones that came out that I'm excited to see. I know people were talking about Whodunit for a little while. And I heard that one was pretty good for its first build. What else? The other one was... Where is it? Someone was talking about this one. Aim to Capture? Is that the one? If it's the one that I'm thinking of, Kip played it on stream, I believe. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it was neat because I remember Kip was talking about it, and it looked like basically it gives you like a personality test. So it's like a personality quiz rolled into a VN, which, then like changes the way that it tells you about what's going on. So that's clever. I like it. All right, good luck, Hugo. Have a good day at work. Okay, well, if it's that easy, I guess that's finished then. Yeah, if I don't worry so much about what all else is in here, I'll just fade into that. That'll be good. Right? No. Yeah, here. Or, wait, maybe I'll keep this part. No. Ah, there we go. Right around there. Here we go. Okay. I guess that's it. Alrighty. Okay, well, since I'm not working on this for quite as long, should probably get a game set up here. One thing I like, I've been trying to learn more of the ins and outs of OBS, not just for streaming, but also for VR events. Seeing how folks do it for some of the streams that were happening recently, I'm just like, oh, I think I know how some of those things work. Even if they're not using OBS specifically, which, you know, I'm sure there's a much better, more professional suite of PC video production. I have been finding some features that are nice and useful. I feel professional. So we'll do it live. I'm gonna make a new scene here. Scene gaming. We're gonna get rid of the mini player here. And we're gonna switch that to whatever game I'm playing. Oh, you know what? Okay. The other thing I want to do is dip into some of the scripting functionality for OBS, because it'd be nice to not have to do this manually. I know Lua and JavaScript are some options, so I'm gonna dig around with that a little bit. Things to think about. Oh, put it on a note. Put it on a note. I'm gonna write it down. Game info. I know there's a lot of extensions that already exist for a lot of these things, but I don't want my coding skills to get completely rusty. So it'd be nice to tinker around with stuff. And Marsh was showing me some of the things that he uses, and I was saying, hey, you know, if you build out the assets for these things, I would be happy to code them up. Different ideas for things like making text overlays look like VN dialogue. Let's see here. I just got to get used to Twitch stuff. So let's go ahead and close that. We're gonna pop this on. No, give me that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right. Sure. Twitch is letting me know that the game I want to play is mature rated and may not be suitable for some viewers. So I guess I need to... Okay, no, it's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yeah, thank you. My avatar was made by Chomper, who's in our chat. Go check out his other artwork when he starts posting it. Follow this man on Blue Sky. His commission queue is apparently already full, so it's closed at the moment, but there's some stuff in the works that I'm very excited to see. Yeah, Twinned, I'm using, oh shoot, what is the name of that app? It is PNG Tuber Plus. They built it out in Godot, which is super cool. I opened it up, I was like, what is this? Is this Ren'Py? And it's not, it's Godot. Which, I appreciate. Love seeing more of the indie game engines being used. Especially for utilities like that. Oh, this song. This was the original backtrack. Oh my gosh. In Remember the Flowers. Okay, so no spoilers, but there was a scene that originally somebody's playing a guitar, and this was what was in the background. They since changed it out. But during that scene, the character is playing the guitar and singing to someone, and there's not like a canonical song or melody or what. But when I did this read on my channel, I was like, you know what? I want to figure out what the melody would be. So I faked a little tune to sing over top this guitar riff that they were using. Oh man, I should try singing it again. Yeah, I need to do a few more things with it. These are the only assets I currently have from Chopper, but the mouth actually, I made a sprite sheet for it. So that's why it cycles through a few different versions. I'll have to fiddle with it a little bit more to get the arm to pop out in a smoother way, but I tuned the bounce a little bit so that it looked like I had some mass. Yeah, Twinned, that's great. Ren'Py is awesome. It's very approachable. I'm not going to say it's easy, but in the realm of coding, it's definitely on the simpler side of the spectrum. And yeah, I highly encourage people doing more short stories and small projects in Ren'Py. Because, you know, like, longer form stuff is good and all, but when it's years and years between things, you know. All I'm saying is I think there's a space to be filled by smaller short form VMs, that's all. Yeah, it's not too difficult to build something pretty bare bones. You know, when you want to start doing more complicated things with it, then of course it gets trickier, and knowing how to code helps, but you know, you can make a lot happen with just the base commands and things. Oh, Chopper, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can build out a tutorial thing. We can make a video tutorial. Hey everybody, here's how I did my PNG Tuber using PNG Tuber Plus. Yeah. Or, you know, Chopper, you can pay me in additional assets. more features and things for me to add. Okay, let's switch the category here. Narrative games. Done. Okay, updated it. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the follow. That's another thing I need to add. Follow alerts. Thank you for following. This is my second dry run stream. Just trying to get things figured out around here. How I want to run stuff and getting all the bells and whistles up and running. Appreciate that, All-Star. You know, the trouble with that is, so next week I'm going to be going to a board game retreat with some friends down in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's like a 3-day long thing. We have board games all day. People are running one-shot campaigns, and there's trivia, and I do a music trivia game that I host. I do Blood on the Clock Tower because that's super fun. And one of the hardest parts of having a soothing voice is that if I'm explaining the rules for a longer, more complicated game, I have watched people just doze off. And it's so anxiety-inducing. I'm like, oh my god. Am I boring? Do I suck at this? Oh no. And I have to tell myself, well, I should probably sound a little more interesting, but be more lively, have a more interactive teaching strategies. There are things I'm going to work on and see if I can implement more successfully next time, but yeah, I mean, later said friend told me that they were like normally running on a couple of energy drinks and were not sleeping well, but feels bad. Feels good, but feels bad. Yes, that's true. Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely. I am still working on that script. I have it sitting in Notepad++. Every time I open it, I see it and I'm like, okay, just got to sit and work on that. I will say that's one of my weaker suits in writing is description. I love writing dialogue. I love world building. But the one thing that I had published to a short story anthology, they said they absolutely loved it. If I'd made it into the competition at Con the year before, I would have won. But the notes I got back were that they wanted more description on things. So I just need to I need to let myself be long-winded. I have a problem with that. Whenever I'm writing, and especially when I'm speaking, I'm always worried that people are just getting tired of what I'm talking about. So, I always end up cutting myself short or going, this is fine, this is enough, this is good. So, yeah. Maybe streaming will be good practice for that. I do appreciate everybody joining me for it. If you snuck in, it's because you probably already know who I am. I'm Icefang. Welcome to the cafe. It's nice and cozy here, and when I dip into the cozy voice, then of course you're going to feel sleepy. Yeah, Twind, I am super excited to run Blood on the Clocktower again. It's my favorite. At MFF this last year, a couple months ago, Yao can tell you, Yao was being productive while I was goofing off with friends in the room. We had, I think, about a dozen of us-ish playing Blood on the Clocktower, and we had Pev and Fluffy being extremely loud and chaotic. It was amazing. They were just so good at stirring the pot and wild theorizing. Good team attacking good team. Paranoia running wild. Ivanka, thank you. I try to be very cozy. That's the vibe I'm going for here. As soon as I switch the game over. I keep getting distracted. That's what I will be doing next here. I was going to be editing, but Yao and Hugo helped me out by reminding me I don't need to make everything awesome and perfect all the time, as much as I might like to. Perfection is the enemy of progress. But one of the many games that I have saved in my Steam collection for streaming is Coffee Talk. I'm going to get that fired up here in just a second. I'll start. I'd be curious to know your experience with Blood on the Clocktower in Discord. I have been wanting to set up a server for it, and I was even tinkering around with a Discord bot. And I feel like so much gets lost by, not having that presence. But you also can sequester people a little bit more easily and have, visual aids and things like that, like in Discord more easily. I would love to incorporate chatbot commands for like scorekeeping and mechanics and stuff like that. I just want to run games in general. That's another thing I know I want to do for streaming is game night with Icefang. I want to do tabletops. I want to do goofy quiz shows, like the Game Changer episodes that we ran. Gosh, was it last year, 2 years ago? Oh yeah, Twinned when Ronan. When we were playing at MFF. Yeah, that was the game. Oh my god, that was the game where Chris was the Slayer. And for people who don't know, Blood on the Clocktower is a werewolf-style social deduction game, but everybody has some special ability or gets some special information. And Chris playing the Slayer has the ability once per game to publicly declare that they are the Slayer. They point at a player that they think is the demon, who everybody on the good team is trying to find, and they say, I assassinate X player. Basically, unilaterally deciding they must be the demon. If they are indeed the Slayer, and they have successfully found the demon, good team wins. Like, it's just over. And that's frequently a role that people use to bluff, to just anybody can claim that they're the Slayer and point at someone, or of all the people playing, odds are you're not going to find the demon. But the first time ever, I think it was only day 3 of, usually multiple, Chris just immediately clocked Jackson as being the demon. And I was just like, oh, all right, congrats, good team, you found the demon. I did the whole, the role play and whatnot about, the Slayer stands up and aims their crossbow across the town square. But yeah, Ronan runs games even more often than I do, and was just like, whoa, I've never seen that before. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think Jackson has a very good poker face. Yeah, he probably had some shit-eating grin. or made eye contact with Chris and then like looked away, super sus. Yeah. Let's go ahead and try to get my monitor swapped over on this. Oh, please. Okay, give me the options. Options here. On a separate screen, I am fiddling with. There we go. That's what we wanted. Yeah, okay. Let us pause the music and swap over. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to take a quickie break here while I get that set up and smoothed over. Welcome back, folks. Let me transition us over. We're doing coffee talk. Yeah. Turn down this music still a little bit. Let me also get the game audio in here. Hang on a second. The perils. Okay. There we go. Enjoy some game audio. Turn it down just a touch. Oh, it doesn't help that it stops every time I pop out of it. Okay. I also hid the chat window from myself. I'll be right back. Let me see. I mean, I'm still here, but the audio is blah, blah, blah. There we go. Oh, yes. Thank you, yeah. You know, I was actually going to ask you about that. Oh. Oh. That's neat. Yeah, for sure. I was talking to Buttermage about some of this. Not this, well, I mean this specifically, but not this. 'Cause that would be fun to do. Yeah. So we'll get started with coffee talk for just a little bit here. I'll be disappearing around 2 o'clock, a little bit after, but things set up over here. Hey Key, welcome on in. Appreciate you stopping by. Congrats on your engagement also. I remember seeing the pictures for that. That's so awesome. Is there a borderless window option? There's gotta be. There's not. Nope. Okay. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Okay. Okay. Oh, I keep losing the chat windows. I'm so good at this. That's okay. I appreciate you all being patient with me as I fumble around second stream. Okay. Here we go. Coffee talk. Yeah. I'll start. This is one I've had my eye on for a long time, and I'm like, oh man, like years and years ago. I was like, if I ever streamed, this is totally what I would do. The problem with that is, you know, this game has been out for years now. Yeah, I think I might pick your brain on some of that. I also know that you use Voicemeeter. I would love to have a little bit of background noise canceling happening. Because when my neighbors make noise too, or I click something, you know, of course it picks it up. And that's not what I want. Alrighty, so, coffee talk. I went ahead and set up my barista, but that's as far as I've gotten. So let's take a look. Achievement unlocked. Thanks, Steam. Seattle 2020. Oh no. Yeah, this game was definitely a while ago. Shit. A city filled with dreams and madness. A time when the Great War between races is but a footnote in history. Oh no. Oh shit. Well, some stuff happened in 2020, actually, in Seattle, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. An alternate timeline when the Great War between races. A time when anyone can dream of being whatever they want to be. And have those dreams crushed before they can even be discussed. But still, it is a place and time where anything can happen. I need an option screen real bad. I need to speed up the text just a little bit. It is when the elves have left the forest to build their startups. When the dwarves have emerged from their caves to start their automotive empires. When the orcs have put down their axes and started using computers to improve their lives. Oh no, put the computers back! Please, orcs, don't develop AI. And when humans live among them, as driven as ever. It is a city that holds the many dreams and stories of its people. True, where's the beast folk? I've decided I'm in this story. I'm a beast folk in this story. Most of these stories are left untold. But some few find solace in the embrace of bricks and wood and glass. They are told over drinks, then take up residence in some stranger's memories. In one corner of the city stands a coffee shop. A place that is only open when the sun is sleeping. Oh. A place where people share their stories. And these are their stories. Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. When most of us were still in lockdown. Let's get some options, please. Speed up the text just a touch. Yeah, fast. Okay. resume. Welcome. Oh, it's you. Hey, Ice Fang. How's the night so far? It's calm, as usual. We've got a slight problem, though. Huh? What happened? My supplier made some logistical errors. I don't have half of my ingredients today. Man, that's a bummer. Don't worry. I can still serve the caffeine you desperately need. That's good to hear. Anyway, let me set things up first. You're our first customer, after all. Don't worry, take your time. I'm a writer, not an editor, so I'm used to taking things slow. Writer's block again. You got that right. What are you writing now? Do you remember my plan to... Ah, pardon the interruption. The machine is ready. Do you want your triple shot espresso now? Yes, please. And if you forget how to make it, just check your phone, okay? Anyway, I really need that triple shot espresso. All right. Well, it's probably just coffee, and coffee, right? Coffee. Times 3. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's so cozy. I love it. Yeah, serve it. Absolutely. 1 cup of triple shot espresso. Special for my only customer tonight. That aroma. Ah, exactly what I need. Anyway, where were we? Your plan to do something? Yes, that. It's not that I hate writing stories for the newspaper, you know. But it seems like the right time for something bigger. Oh, lady, it sure was. So, a novel? Yes. It sounded so simple when I was making the plan. At least you still have your job. In case things go awry. Did I say something wrong? No, you were right. You said something I should have thought about myself. What are you talking about? You know who owns the Evening Whispers? Is it Jeff Bezos? GRA Media, right? Yes. And they are also the biggest book publisher in the country. Oh, it is Jeff Bezos. So, when an opportunity presented itself, I took it. What do you mean by opportunity? Well, I bumped into one of the big guys in the elevator. So, naturally, I pitched my book idea. Come on, don't look at me like that. Are you for real? Yeah, I know. It was such a stupid thing to do. So, how did they react? Thankfully, he'd seen my short stories. So, he challenged me. If I can get a draft ready in a month, he'll pull some strings. And get the fiction publishing division to sign me up for a publishing deal. That sounds great. What about your job at the Evening Whispers? Do you have time to do both? That's the hard part. I've been secretly working on the novel during office hours, and I'm falling behind in the newspaper's deadlines. If the chief finds out, she'll probably kick me out. Ouch. Well, at least you got a month to finish the initial draft. That was last week. Again, don't look at me like that. How far along are you? I assume the number of words you've written is not too far from 0. Hey, that's rude. I've written some stuff, you know. May I see it? Well, it was so bad that, well, after reading it, I decided to just delete everything immediately. So, 0. Yes. Hey there, Samuel. Welcome on in. I am Wolf Friend. I'm Ice Fang. Welcome to my cafe. Oops. How do I go back? Oh no, I can't go back. Can I go back? Here we go. I really need to finish it in at most 2 weeks. Then I'll use the extra week to polish and do some editing. Sounds like a plan. If you can pull it off. I know. You don't need to be so cynical about it. That's why I'm here today. I'm hoping to find some inspiration. I wrote some of my best short stories here, you know. Really? I'm glad this place could be of service. Oh, it looks like someone's coming. I am Samuel. I'm your friendly neighborhood werewolf dad, Icefang Cerule. I figured I would do a little bit of gaming today. We're playing Coffee Talk. I love narrative games. I'm a voice actor. Usually co-stream on other people's channels, but trying to get some stuff started for myself here. Appreciate you joining up. Welcome. Hi there. Hello. Good evening. For here, miss? Yes, please. I'm not really sure what to order, though. What do you recommend? That depends highly on your mood. I'm just here to meet my boyfriend. Not planning to be awake all night. So, definitely no coffee. How about something chocolatey? It's perfect for this weather. That's a good idea, actually. Thank you. You're welcome. Anything with chocolate in, please. All right. How about just a chalky milk? We could have a chocolate matcha. Let's make a chocolate. All right. No. Oh, no. Reset it. Just some chalky milk. Brew. Latte art? Heck yeah. Let's draw a wolf in it. Let's give him some ears. Please. He looks like a wolf. Kinda. Let's put a moon over him. Okay. Serve it. 1 cup of chocolatey goodness. Thank you. So warm. So, you're waiting for your boyfriend? Yes, he should be here soon. Look at you now. You went from empty to 3 customers in one night. I thought this place would be more crowded, considering it's the only coffee shop that's still open after midnight around here. Because it's the only coffee shop that still opens past midnight, it's mostly empty. Now that you mention it, is it good for business having the coffee shop only open at night? Definitely not. Yeah, what she said. Then why? I just love doing it. And there's always someone longing for a warm drink at this hour. That's fascinating. Pardon me for asking, but how can you survive running the coffee shop like this? That's a secret. Icefang here is damn rich, that's the secret. I wish. Oh, really? She's exaggerating. Don't worry about it, Icefang can manage. I'm sure this place isn't going bankrupt anytime soon. So you'll still have a weird, quiet place to meet up at night. That's good to hear. By the way, are you a regular here? I don't really have anywhere else to go. I'm a writer who works best at night and in a coffee shop. Not so many options for that. Ah, no wonder. She's a pretty good writer, you know. You can find some of her stories in the Evening Whispers. Shut up! Wow, that's really interesting. What kind of things do you cover? I covered the stories of people around town. Personal, interesting, weird stories. I also contributed to their short stories. I love their fiction. You wrote those stories? Thank you. I wrote most of them, but not all. That's so cool. Then, are you here to write a new piece? I should be, but I don't even know what to write about. Sorry. This guy looks like a jerk. Welcome. Hi. I'm gonna make him sound like that. Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's okay. I had a nice chat with the fine folks here. Hi there. Hello. Hi. Would you like to order something? Surprise me. What kind of an order is that? Well, I don't really know what to order. Do you have any preferences, sir? Something bitter to keep me awake, with milk. Oh, and draw some latte art on the top. Okay, here it is. Something bitter to keep me awake. Well, I mean, it could be a matcha. Let's do it. Bitter, more bitter. Latte art. Let's see. What are we drawing this time? Let's just draw the moon. Let's put invert. What does that do? What does invert do? Oh, no. Does it? Oh. Where? I have no idea. Here. Let's just make a moon and some stars. Is that? Oh no. Sure. Here's your order. This won't help me stay awake, but at least it's got milk. Excuse you, sir. Matcha has plenty of caffeine in it. Anyway, I was distracted by some work. Plus, there's the rain. It's okay, Baileys. I was having a nice chat with them. Oh yeah, I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Baileys. Oh my, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself either. My name is Lua. Hi, I'm Freya. Nice to meet both of you. I'm Icefang. Hey, did you know that Freya here is a writer for the Evening Whispers? Oh, really? I've done some work for them a few times. Oh, what kind of work? I'm a freelance designer and illustrator. Oh, I clocked this guy. Yeah, absolutely. I've done some caricatures and infographics for the paper. I assume you were in contact with Steve? Yep, he's a nice guy to work with. Oh, really? No, he isn't. But I've dealt with worse clients. Way worse. Yeah, I'm glad he's in the design and visuals department. I wouldn't be able to stand working with him directly. Come on. He's tough to deal with, but definitely not the worst. Oh, of course. No matter how deep you go, there's always another layer of hell. How do you usually deal with bad customers here? The only bad customers this late at night are lost drunks or criminals. That sounds really bad. Nah, they're easy to handle. That's because you're good with your fists. Not as good as your coffee-making skill, though. It's true. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. You're welcome. Anyway, I really need to start writing. Whatever it is that I'm gonna write. So, I'll leave you two in the hands of our friendly neighborhood barista. That's me. That's me. Where are you going to write? Oh, not far. Just over at that table in the corner, next to the windows. That's my spot. Oh, okay. Have fun. I'll try. Good luck. Thanks. Should we move to the other seats too? Nah, here's good. Okay then. So, how was your day? It was fine. Work was nothing special. I finished my proposal early so I could get out of the office. Plus, my boss was in a really good mood all day. I thought your boss was always a happy-go-lucky person. Well, he is. But today he was happier than usual. I'm not sure what happened, but it was great seeing him smile so much. What about you? Any problems with your latest client? Yeah, this one is a pain in the ass. You know those memes that depict terrible clients? Well, she fits all the bills. I could go on forever complaining about her, but that won't help me a bit. You should make a meme about her. And lose my current project for a minute of laughter. That might be worth it. You should ask Icefang here about how to deal with annoying clients. Oh yeah? How do you usually deal with annoying customers? The ones you don't need your fists to take care of. I do have my own methods, but it wouldn't be wise to talk about customers to other customers. Now that's one good lesson to learn for the day. Miss, your phone's going off. Your parents? Yes. So you've talked to them? I did. It didn't end well. No. What did they say? A lot. They won't give us a chance at all. Anyone but an elf. That's what they said. How about you? More or less the same. I got into a fight with my old man. That's why I'm staying at Farron's place now. They kicked you out? You don't have to do this, you know. They're your family. I can't stand even one more second being part of them. I might not have a stable income, but I can manage. But still, you don't know what they said about you last night. I'm sorry. What did they say about me? Or about my race, I assume? Forget it. I want to know. Just the same old shit. Mumbling about how elves are holy creatures. About immortality. About how even if I outlive you... What? Nothing. About how if you outlive me, no other elves would want to be with an elf. It's already been tainted by a lowly succubus. That's exactly what they said. Oh, wait, I know this song. This is... Oh, what song is this? It's a classical piece. It's not... Oh, it's something Luna, right? It's not Claire de Lune? It's not Genopody 1. It's so familiar. We're gonna vibe to it for a second while I hydrate. Yeah, I'll start if I could use my fists on the Karens. Knock them out. So, this is it then. The end of our relationship. It doesn't have to be. You know our families will never agree. We can just continue like this. What do you mean? They don't need to know that we're still dating. We can just continue the way we've always been, without them knowing. And then what? Do you want to be hiding our relationship for the rest of eternity? We're not like humans, you know. We can't just elope. And you won't get permission because you're too old. Lua, I don't care about their permission. I'll be glad to sever my family ties if I have to. I can't let you do that. You'll lose your immortality. If I get to spend my life with you, I don't mind. I don't mind a bit. You're making this hard for both of us. Do you feel happy when you're with me? Of course I do. Then you don't need any more reasons. You know we're perfect for each other. You don't even need to look deep down. Trust me, we can do this together. I can't think about this clearly right now. We'll talk later. Lua, wait. I'm sorry you had to listen to our problems. That's all right. This coffee shop has seen all kinds of stories. I do hope yours will have a happy ending. I hope so too. Do you have any alcohol? Sadly, no. That's a bummer. Well, do you have anything that's warm and can calm me down? Do you like green tea lattes? You know that thing that I already served you? We have another one, right? Green tea lattes? Yeah, I'll take one. How about... Sir, let me give you some hearts. I know how to do that, kind of. Not really. Oh, please, my hearts are... Oh. Sure. Here's your green tea latte. This is good. Thank you for this. By the way, are you married? Me? No. Me? Yes. I'm happily married to my wolf husband. He's an engineer, though. You probably don't know him. Do you have someone you love? I love this coffee shop, but I'm sure that's not the answer you're looking for. I didn't really have any expectations. Man, out of all people in the whole world, why did I fall for her? You can't choose who you fall in love with. You can, if you try hard enough. At least, that's what my old man said. He really is one pretentious elf. But I guess all of them are. Entitled, pretentious, immortal douchebags. At least you have an eternity to learn and change. Or an eternity to be an eternal asshole. Anyways, I need to go now and probably drink myself under until the sun rises. There's still a while until sunrise. More time for me to drink then. See you around. See you around too, Miss Freya. Thank you. Do visit again. You were listening from the corner? Yes. Poor souls. I hope they find a way to be together. Me too. Anyway, I need to leave. I have to get up earlier than usual tomorrow. Okay. I think I'm gonna close the shop up after this. That's pretty early. I know. After the rest of the deliveries come in tomorrow, I'll open as usual. Okay, you have a good night then. You too. green tea latte. That's a good stopping point, actually. Quite apt, I would say. We'll end it here. I appreciate y'all folks for stopping by. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of music on. I have lots of cool ideas that I know I want to do for the future. Hold on, let me, where's our mini player? Let's put that in here. So you all know what's on right now. Yeah, but a lot of cool ideas for next time. I know some stuff I want to get set up. We'll definitely chat with Yao about that. As always, I appreciate y'all coming by. Thank you for watching. As a reminder, take a look at Chopper's Blue Sky. He does great artwork. He did my PNG tuber. He does a bunch of other super sexy stuff. Fantastic artist. He's a pleasure to know. He's a super nice guy. But let's get a raid message set up here. Who can we raid? Let's go take a look. Oh, hey! Awesome! Well, Zev is playing Super Mario 64 right now. So let's go show him some love. He stopped by last time on my dry run. And he is someone that I've had the pleasure to know for about as long as I've known my husband Melos. I know he's gonna show y'all a good time, so let's go ahead and do that up here. I know Zev does a bunch of Kaizo, a lot of platforming. So we'll see what he's up to. Thank you all for coming by. I appreciate it. I do plan to have a more formal schedule set up here, so that you all know what to expect. Lots of big plans for things that I want to share with you all. A lot of games to play together. And cozy vibes. That's what I'm after. I want to be able to provide that space for folks to take a breather, take a breath when things get crazy. You can just relax here, chill, get comfy, take a minute to yourself. Yeah. Again, appreciate you stopping by. Let's get that raid going. We'll head on over to Zev's channel. And I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Thanks for stopping in.